Hey, this is Mr. A, and the first measurement that you're going to make on your project is to mass your clay. So I wanted to review the technique for massing using the triple beam balance. So I have one here, and let's go to work. So here's the triple beam balance, and this is the pan, and these are the beams, and this is your balanced indicator. Okay, so when you walk up to it, make sure that it is reading 0. Make sure that your counterweights are all the way slid to the left. You don't want to start massing with the counterweight, in this position. So you walk up to your scale, move everything over to the left. Make sure at all times that the heaviest and the medium-sized counterweight are in the notches, right? This counterweight on this beam is the only one that slides, right? So in all your measurements, you need to make sure that the counterweights are in the grooves except for the grams scale. Okay, so I have a piece of clay and I'm going to put it on the pan. Now the first thing you do when you're weighing anything is you always start with your heaviest weight. So you move your heaviest counterweight, I'm going to move it over to 100. Okay, that you can see was automatically way too much counterweight to begin with. So we back off and go back to 0. We'd have to go to our medium-sized counterweight. So we're going to slide the medium-sized counterweight up to a 10 and see what that does. Okay, again, it has to be in the notch. So it wasn't enough to tip the scale. So now we go up to 20. That wasn't enough to tip the scale. So we go up to 30. That wasn't enough to tip the scale. We go up to 40. We go up to 50. Go up to 60 grams. Finally, that was enough to tip the scale. Once it tips the scale, then you back up. You have to back up to 50 because we need to find out how many single grams. Now, we know that it's going to be between 50 and 60. 50 is not enough. 60 is too much. So now we move the smallest counterweight to find that intermediate value. And it looks like it's going to balance right here. So it's 50, it's past the 2, it's not to the 3 yet, so it's 52 something. Now I'm going to move the camera and I'm going to get close up. Okay, so here's a close-up view of the scale reading. Now we know that it's 50, and then it is 50, somewhere between 52 and 53 grams. So it's 52 point, and then you count the little tick marks. So it says 52 point, 52.1, 52.2, 52.3, 52.4, 52.5, 52. It's somewhere between 52.5 and 52.6, and so we're going to guess at that last digits, and we're going to say 52.55. Okay, so I'm going to show you what we were looking at on the scale. I'm going to show it to you on the whiteboard here. We were looking at the single gram scale, and the pointer was between the 2 and the 3. Now don't forget about this 50 grams that the tens counterweight was set at. So the weight of our clay is going to be 50 plus somewhere between 2 and 3 grams. So it's definitely past the 2, so we can write 52 point. Now to get these 2 decimals, this is what we had to do. We had to count the tick marks. So it's 52.12345. It's just past the 5, but not to the 6, so 52.5. And then we had to guess how far it is between the 5 and the 6, and we just say, hey, it's about halfway, so 52.55 grams. This last digit is a digit of uncertainty. We weren't certain about it, but it is significant. So we can weigh this putty to 4 significant figures, and that's what I want you to report.